that heaviest band is going to include the city of Chicago, Rockford, and Madison. Milwaukee and Kankakee are going to be in the lighter area, and of course, just south of there, they're not going to get much of anything at all. It's a complete difference from what we've been seeing. A few clouds, 30 to 25 tonight.
3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Tavern Brick Podcast. And with me today, I have a special guest. Of course, all of my guests are special to me, I guess. I have Joe. Joe is locally, but south by what's our distance? Probably a half hour, 45 minutes.
Yep.
So Joe is opening a bricks and minifigures store, and before I step on his toes, I would love for Joe to kind of introduce himself, who you are, and kind of how you ventured into this.
Yeah, sure. Hello, my name is Joe Schmidt, and my co-owner is my wife, Sarah Schmidt. It's almost been a year since we ventured into this bricks and minifigs franchise. My former employer, I'm a mechanical engineer by trade. So I work for a company locally that been there for 24 years. There's an opportunity where I could take this job on and leave that one. And talking to Sarah, my wife, she's like, "Should we do this?" I'm like, "Let's do this." And she's now a Lego fan. She knew a Lego and everything, my love for it, but now she can tell parts from parts and minifigures from minifigures. So it's she's all on board, and our kids are on board. We have 3 kids, so we're in it, and we're opening soon. So
yeah, actually April 29th.
Yeah, next Saturday.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big day. You guys are having a couple Lego Masters.
Yeah, we will have Jen Smart and Jacob from season 2. So
okay,
Jacob and Cole were the season 2, the twin brothers. They're from Wisconsin, actually. So,
yep.
Yeah.
So I guess preparing to open a bricks and minifig store, I mean, what really goes into that? It's not what people probably imagine.
Yeah.
As far as I'm just gonna jump into this and open a bricks and minifig store. Do you want to go down that little wormhole of
yeah. So I had toyed with, and I'd been to the Madison bricks and minifigs there quite frequently in 2017 and beyond that. But I love that place. Went down there I was doing some mocks, and I was needing my pieces, and more focused on the bulk and the pieces and stuff that I could find there. But so that got me into the bricks and minifigs franchise. Fast forward to 2021, 2022. I was thinking about opening up my own store, right? I have a collection at home that's bombarding our house. We have a space up above the garage, and and I had organized parts and everything. That's just the way I am. And I was okay. Should we, like I said, we had an opportunity with my job that I could, hey, maybe we leave that and I can do this full time. Looked into bricks and minifigs. It was like, the franchise thing. I looked on that, and really, what they provide is, and they were so small at the time, and they're not well known now, but they are growing, man. And I was like, you know what? All the things that they offer, from their their vision, their mission statement, really it's what I want to do. So rather than trying to pull everything together resources wise and all the marketing, all that kind of stuff, and the brand, like Joe's Bricks, that could be Average Joe, whatever the name, thinking about that kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
And it just clicked. And talking over Sarah, I was like, hey, look into this, and we did a lot of vetting and that with that for the process of that. And it was really kind of a no-brainer. Just I know what the franchise is, and they're great people, and it was like it wasn't really not a decision. It was more like, I think we're going to do this, and let's go. And so There was no choice, I guess.
How was the process as far as, I guess, being a franchise?
Mm-hmm.
Was it a difficult process? I mean, did they basically have to do the vetting process of?
Yeah, we had a few meetings just to see who we were, and I think it was more or less they wanted to find out if we're committed, right? So they make sure that you're you have a love of Lego. You don't necessarily have to know everything about Lego or be an expert at it, because it's more or less your love of Lego, and you're trying to take what they feel is our core values, and having fun with Lego, and just spreading that rebuilding of it, reusing of it. So there was some, like I said, a few meetings, and then it was really up to us if we wanted to continue with the franchise or not. And so yeah.
What's the kind of support that they offer as far you get into this, store opens?
Mm-hmm. So I would say, so when we started, I think they had 40 some stores, and then I think they're going to be on 100 probably at the end of the year. So
yeah,
so they doubled, and I think with that they kind of said, hey, we have to, and they did a really good job, I think, of growing very quickly and adapting to that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Did they kind of let you do free range of the store, like an open mind, like I want to set up things this way, or did they kind of have a layout kind of idea for you?
Sure. So I think the standardization of a bricks and minifig store has come into more focus as they grow.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a McDonald's or a Chick-fil-A, they're not there yet where they just buy the same kiosks, the same signs, the same that, and they really focused on a bricks and minifig sign. This is what it's going to look like. It's the BAM blue and the yellow and all that stuff. So they had all that, but they really solidified, because it used to be, I know bricks and minifigs used to be like the Lego minifigure, kind of walking or dancing or different shapes. So yeah, so they went away with that and said, hey, you know what, we're just gonna go with our branding in that way, and it makes it easier. So I think as we joined, they're starting to grow with and mature with how they handle all that. So
what's kind of the most exciting thing, knowing that next Saturday is going to be the grand opening? I mean, obviously the butterflies are kicked in, and
yes, I think the first thing is making sure everything operates correctly, right? So we had the joy of and it was fun to open up, or to help open up the Kenosha bricks and minifigs. So
okay,
and then they opened up in December. So Chris and Tammy down there, their family asked us, hey, why don't you come down and witness that? And it was crazy. It was so fun. They had the line past the store, down the street, around the corner. It was great. And just to see everybody come in and look at it, and like, oh my gosh, this is great. It's Lego. And I think that's what I'm looking forward to, is the excitement of the kids, the adults, all ages, just to come into the store and say, hey, we have a store that we can buy Lego pre-owned, new. We can help you find Lego you want, the parts. Just that community aspect of it excites me, and I'm hoping everyone's smiling coming in the door.
Oh, people are gonna be lined up and waiting. Like,
I hope so. Yeah.
We're making the short drive down, and
oh, super!
It's gonna be fun to experience, just because, as you know, Madison was the closest location.
Yeah.
It's not that bad of a drive, but you're making a day trip out of it for sure.
Yeah. For us, it's an hour and a half. So from Nina here, so tack on a few more minutes with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. So have you been like attending any of the Lego trade shows in the area, or?
We attended, not recently, because we've been focused on, I know Brick World was in Milwaukee last week, or the 15th, was it?
Yep. Last weekend.
Yeah. Yep. Now Chris from Kenosha kind of went down there, and because he was close and vouched for the BAM franchise, but we were going to, but we didn't have time. So yeah, that's one I wish I would have been able just to even walk around and and say hi to everybody. But
the thing too, like in an actual official Lego store, the closest one is the Mayfair Mall.
Yep.
And that's another day trip, and it's just exciting to have something so close by. I think large majority are your adult Lego people. Obviously families, kids, you're going to be busy with that. We sell at vending shows, Green Bay, and we have our brick events up here, and it's crazy the amount of people that come through, and it's like, wow, I didn't realize that this many people were in love with Lego.
Yeah. It's a really large community of all ages. We just got some of our decals on our window today. We were working in there and we heard they're supposed to come tomorrow. And we heard this pounding and scraping, and we're like, what's going on? We go out there, we see this big minifigure on the window. We're like, yes, this is great. It's going. It's awesome. Happening. We hopefully get the sign tomorrow. So if all things go well. So it's been pretty windy over down here in that. So it's been pushed off a few days, but
yeah, our weather is not cooperating with us. It's typical Wisconsin spring.
It teases you. It gives you the 80 degrees, and then it'll go down to freezing and snow maybe, right? And yeah.
So are you kind of looking forward to, as things kind of get into it, people bringing in those sets that, your sets that are probably on your top list? Like, what is going to be your urge not to keep it?
Yeah, that's one thing. I think I will love to look at it and see it and like, and I don't know. I don't have anything in mind yet until it comes to the door. But because I've seen we have some pretty old sets, some city sets that are, even before my time come in, and it was like, wow, this is cool. But it's going to be fun because I love to talk to the people with the Lego and what they think, and it was funny. We looked at some of the instructions of those old sets, and it gives you a page. You turn the page to step 2, and you have to guess which parts, right, you put on and everything.
Now everything's going digital.
Yeah. I still have to have that in my hand though. I enjoy that.
I know. I'm the same way. I can't envision like having, a tablet or a laptop and trying to build a set, just because I'm just so used to flipping through the book, and I'm just old school.
Yeah. It's something about it, and we'll have instructions here that if they want to use and look around with it and use, if I think we'll have some for purchase. They want to purchase them for pretty cheap, and just to have the booklet if they lost it.
Yeah. Are you going to be kind of starting out running the store yourself and then looking for employees, or are you already training a staff?
Yeah, we're already training a staff. And it's so part of our 3 kids will help out. Obviously, they're 2 of them are of age and they can work and everything. But we've interviewed and everything, so we are definitely, the whole goal. I think I know the goal is to manage, and then we are, as owners, we hope to step back in a couple months, few years maybe.
Yeah, and just kind of be behind the
scenes. But I will be here every day. It's not like it's going to change, but yeah.
Yeah. And, one of the things I always think about in the back of my head being at some of these trade shows and when I'm selling and everything is, the whole trading aspect of things. And you got people coming up, oh, I'll trade you this minifigure for this. And then you kind of look at it and you're like, oh, this is fake Lego. Like, there's so much of that counterfeit where it's kind of scary. It's like, you really have to train your employees to know what they're taking in.
Definitely. And that's, we want to pride ourselves on that. And we are human though, right? So we may, in the bulk, you may see some non-Lego, but we'll have the outlier bin there for you, or the bin of shame, as we like to call them. So if you find them, raise your hand. Hey, I found something, and we'll yay. So, but
yeah,
it is so hard, especially the minifigures. We're as my wife has been learning, that you have to check, head, torso, legs. You check it all. So
yeah, I know somebody that has a Bricklink store, and it's they're like, they sell a lot of minifigures to their Bricklink store, and it's like every single minifig that he has to go through, and he's just got thousands, and it's like, man, I don't know. It seems overwhelming.
Right. And that would be tough because you're shipping it, right? You're selling it and you're giving it away.
Yep.
And yeah, that seems stressful.
So with new sets, because you guys will be selling, it'll be your typical bricks and minifig store. You guys will have your minifigs, buying, selling, trading. As far as the new sets go, is that something pre-worked out through with Lego? How does that work as far as the resale of new sets?
Yeah, so so for us selling new in box, yep, we have the BAM franchise that organizes that. So we will have new in box, the beginning of the month that they come out, and that's something that because we are franchise, smaller one, they are doing their best to get us the sets that we need for June 1st, May 1st, like kind of those the first. So
Yeah.
I think we can't. And I was just at Walmart, and before the April one came out, was it the Up House I saw?
Yeah.
Like, what? So we can't do that, right? We're going to be honoring that. So but yeah, we should have the new in box, and yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, like you said too, we picked up the upset at Bulls in Appleton, I think. We were just like walking through, and it was right on an end cap, and I'm like, hey, that's not supposed to be out yet. But I'm buying it.
You grab it and you're like, hey.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you build it yet?
Yeah. My kids built it already.
Awesome.
So.
How was it fun?
Yeah, it's a cool set. It's definitely I mean, they're missing one character from the movie, that Doug. You gotta have Doug.
Yeah, I would love to have him a square face. That would be great.
Yeah.
I know how they would do that, but I just like his character. Yeah.
You guys have, I mean, what are the plans as far as, are you guys going to do anything like monthly? You guys doing giveaways? What kind of fun things are you guys going to incorporate?
Yeah, for the opening, we'll have, like, I think on our Facebook and Instagram, the giveaways. We'll have the Lego Masters there, but from a month to month, we hope to have sales, and the birthday parties will be coming, hosting those. So we just have to get the back end kind of organized and making sure that's running smoothly for birthday parties and corporate events. We'll do some make and takes once we get up and running, because and those will be just you come in, we'll have a make and take of something if you like it, and I'm just trying to think of some, like Mother's Day, we might have a make and take. You come in with Father's Day, come in with the kids and have that make a take. And so so our party room or event room will be in there. You can put it together, and we'll go that. We're just figuring out the logistics for that.
It seems like a lot of the bricks and minifig stores are going the route with the being able to host a birthday party, and you have the build tables, you have the build your own minifig, and I seen you guys were working on the assorted bulk tables, which any Lego store you go into, or bricks and minifig store, there's at least 3-4 people shuffling through Lego, and that's all you do.
So the bulk tables, will have a few of those. We'll hope to get one more in soon. They're shorter on the tables, but the minifig maker we'll have a doll mig faker for those people that like the Friends. The event room will have a derby track. That for birthday parties and some other events. So we'll advertise that soon. Like I said, we need to get that kind of the back end in shape so we can schedule them, plan them, and that our staff also has to train and do that. So
okay. Diving into, I guess, you more personally, do you have like a favorite, I guess, theme to Lego, or are you just kind of widespread?
And now I'm trying to think. I've been asked this a lot of times. Like, we just had some little local magazines and stuff and newspapers come in and ask this. And what I remember first is building, I think it was Space, the Xenon craft, right? I remember building Space and the Firehouse. So I have the Space. I like Space, and Star Wars just adds to that. But the Lego City has just always been the roads. My brother and I, my brother's 3 years younger than me, and we had this Lego City in our room, growing up in the 80s and the 90s, and that was always fun building with him. And I think the Big Rig truck stop is another one that. So I do like City. I don't have a favorite, but I think that kind of draws me in, and just the fact that you can build a city whatever scale you want and go from there.
Yeah. I mean, obviously they had a hit with Star Wars. I mean, that once Lego started doing Star Wars, that took off. And I mean, fortunately for me in my pocketbook, I'm not the biggest Star Wars person. I know I've said it before. But I mean, I do, obviously the designers of the Lego Star Wars are amazing at what they do. They just continually keep coming out with some amazing sets in the Star Wars end. The Friends line, my daughter is into the Friends line. She's into the Disney Princess. So now that's starting to grow in our house. My son loves Speed Champs. My wife loves botanicals. And, it's like I have all these modulars behind me.
The modulars I'd loved. And as soon as I got into those, it was like, oh, these are expensive. And then it was kind of like, well, it was bricks and minifigs, or spend more on that. Cause I had a city all planned out. I was going to change it all to mills and all that kind of stuff. I was starting the process of that. And it changed.
Yeah. We used to have a whole city set up and actually in this room, and it got so big, and I started going back and trying to collect all the older modulars, and I was running out of room. I'm like, and then starting this podcast, I'm like, I need space to do this. And the only way was building the shelves and just displaying them. And, it's cool to collect. I love when people do Lego cities in their house and you see the YouTube channels and people, like, their whole entire basement or a city. And it's just insane. Like, I wish I could do that, but unfortunately, the other end of the house is our store setup, because we're just kind of do the vending shows for now. I kind of started out with the same concept and idea of like, it'd be nice to open a Lego store, and then that's where we discover bricks and minifigs, and I'm like, well, maybe there is a way to do this, but unfortunately, the economy is not the best right now. Like you said, you're looking at different locations. And it is. I mean, some places are just too expensive.
And we did look. That was definitely the whole economy and the stage of where it was at when we signed up for this. It was is the big consideration, right? I have 3 kids. One's graduating next year, so it was like, we got to think about it. But they said that if you put your love in your effort into this, it'll be successful. So we're doing.
In the Kenosha store, I haven't been there yet, but obviously by the looks of it, they're being pretty successful. They seem very busy, and everything seems to be running smooth. They
have a great staff there. Half of them, I think, worked at the Lego store anyway, but they got great staff.
So what you said you have 3 kids. What do your kids think of this whole journey? Is it like,
so
my parents are opening a Lego store?
It was a funny story, and I'll cut it kind of short, but we how we told them. So we kind of kept it between Sarah and myself, just because we weren't sure what was going on. Weren't sure if we were gonna do this. And so when we moved forward with the franchise, we it was funny. I had a PowerPoint presentation that we had to present the franchise, and I gathered the kids down and everything. And at the time, my mom was there as well, and set them in the living room and put the PowerPoint on with TV. And they're like, "What is going on?" Right? And so I've never done that before, right? So kind of going through the slides and showing pictures of our family, and they all have to do with Lego. What's going on with this? And we kind of told them, and they just kind of like laid back. And then they like jumped up and started screaming, and so they're excited. That initial excitement for them was like, "I can't! This is happening." So, but like I said, it's been a year, so it's been a long, drawn out process. The build out took a long time for us. We wanted to open up before Christmas, but the build up was a little stressful, a little struggle. But so the excitement for them was just like, it was great to see them excited, and they're like, yeah, I'll help, I'll do whatever you want. And that lasted for a few months, and then it was like, okay, they have a Lego store, but like as the stickers go on, the decals, the windows, the sign will go up, it gets them more excited, just like anything else.
Yeah.
And they have their lives. They're still in school, and they,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a big step, a big jump, and it's a big journey. I can't imagine how exciting it is for you and Sarah to kind of be experiencing this. It's going to be cool to see, the ceremony, the grand opening ceremony, and, finally opening those doors and letting people come in.
Right. Yeah. It'll be exciting. Yep. We have a few local newspapers, or I would say local newspaper, not newspapers, but magazines or article that they're going to be there and taking pictures. And I said, yeah, take pictures. It's spread the word, and we just wanted to bring this to the community, and we're so glad that we did pick the Neenah area because we're from here. And so not saying that we want to have everyone join in the fun, but it's nice to have it here versus somewhere we're not from. But
yeah, you're the furthest north store now.
Yeah.
Just in our area, our community, you're going to be drawing in so many people from, outside areas, the radio, even people from the UP, it's still a shorter drive than going to Madison.
And I would, if there's people that come from out of state, I would love to chat with them, and that's just great. That's cool. Yeah.
So are you planning on, I know this is like number one on my list, are you planning on attending Brick World Chicago at all?
When is that?
It is June.
Yeah. We have a few things planned for June. We are in the Timber Rattlers program. So there's a night there where they have a build a brick. They can't call it, Lego, but we might be at that event and just kind of helping out and stuff and spreading the word. There's a few other things coming in June that I can't say now, but are pretty exciting. So they're happening with the store. So yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll put it down. Let me know the date, and I'll put it down. So
I will send you the info.
Okay, super.
Sure. I don't know. Is there anything else you want to talk about the store or get into?
Yeah, and again, I think if the people don't know what Bricks and Minifigs is about, like you said, it's a place where we can, have the pre-owned option available for people, and we will have the new inbox, like you said, but more or less, it's getting the pre-owned cleaned and ready to have someone else enjoy that as entertainment and fun. We hope the little kids come in with their allowances, and we'll have a $5, $10, $15 kind of case that they can kind of pick which one they want and hopefully take home and have fun with. So that's the biggest thing. Is I know Lego is expensive, and we hope to have that used section coming in and changing all the time, which I will, because we already have a lot of things that we can come in and out, but it's just having that that available for anyone that wants something of Lego, making it look like it's new and getting that out to people. So it's that's my focus. I know we have new inbox, and that's great, and I love it, right? Everyone loves new Lego, but the pre-owned, we're going to try to make it look like new, and and at a lower price point. So
yeah. And are you guys going to do with a lot of the used sets? Like, I remember going to the Madison store, a lot of the used sets were assembled and displayed.
Yeah.
And do you plan on having used sets like in box, or having the choice for people to build a used set, or are you just going to kind of strictly stick with the used displayed and on the case?
No. Yeah. So we are, and I don't know if, other stores, I know other stores do this, but if you have a used set that you like, we can take it apart for you. Obviously we'll try to take it apart, maybe not that day, or depending on how big it is, but we can take it apart, put it in a bag, And then, that way, if that works for you, I've heard a few stores. Some people want to build that experience, and that's great. So we can take it apart, come in the next day, and we'll give it to you. In a box, whether it's a bag or a box, it's your preference. But we'll still have that opportunity, and then we'll certified use sets we'll have, which are use sets that we've combed through, and every single part is there. So some of the pre-owned sets, not every part is there, but we make it. If we find not every minifig might be there, but it's a use set, and we say that in the tag that it's comes as is. That's why it's a better price. But we'll have the certified use sets that we're going to certify, meaning one of our employees, mostly likely me, will make sure that every part is there, and then it'll be in bags. Maybe not labeled 1, 2, and 3 bag, but it'll be separated so that you have that. And so
I know we've been even asked before, like somebody's asked my wife, hey, I really like this set, something used that we have that's not built. It's in a used box with a sticker label on it. And they're like, well, I really like that set, but I'm not good at building, and I just want it so I can put it on my desk at work or whatever. Would you build it? And it's like, yeah, I'll build Lego. No problem.
Yeah, I will.
We've done.
Yeah, so if they want to be able to, build it themselves, we're more than happy to. They might have to wait a day or two or a couple hours, depending on how busy we are. But
yeah,
it's always an option.
Yep. I know we've been asked with like the Lego puzzles and stuff that we have hanging on the wall. We've been asked multiple times, like, well, I really like the puzzles and I like how they're framed. Would you put the puzzle together? And it's like, well, my wife likes building puzzles, so sure, we'll do it.
That's
no
great.
problem.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just kind of going down the list here. Kind of before we wrap it up here, is there anything that you have advice for with people? I know we talked about the bricks and minifigs and getting into the franchise. What is like the starting process of you're ready to go, you think you want to open up a bricks and minifig store?
Sure.
What is like the process as far as like what should you do first?
Sure. It seems very daunting and like it's gonna be a lot, but all you really do is, and I remember this day of clicking the button where it says on their website, if you go to bricksandminifigs.com, I think you scroll to the bottom, franchise opportunity. You click on that button, send an email, and just say you're interested, and then the rest is history. It's really that easy.
And then it starts the vetting process. Yep.
So
awesome.
Yeah, it feels like it's going to be something so hard, but you just click on it, and then
And then, are you guys going to be open 7 days a week, or are you taking a day to close the store? Or?
Yeah, so we will be open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7. Saturdays will be 10 to 7, just to kind of keep it simple as far as the times. And then Sunday will be closed because of family time. So
yeah,
and our employees. That may change down the road, but right now that's how we're gonna run the store.
Awesome.
Yep.
So April 28th, you guys are in Fox Valley, which is obviously Neenah, Wisconsin. So for the grand opening, we will be there. Hopefully I'll be doing some recording, getting some video footage, putting it on the YouTube channel so people from outside of the area that may be able to take that short drive, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's well worth the trip to.
Yes. So it will be April 29th. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if
April 29th.
That Saturday. Yeah.
All right. Well,
one other thing though, because I wanted to.
Absolutely.
We will have, and I believe it's set on the Facebook that we'll have the minifigure. The first
yes, I did see
200 people. So I just wanted to kind of show you. Let me see if I can do this. But so just a little something customized
and exclusive.
Exclusive. And then on the back, it's got map of Wisconsin with the little brick for our store there. So
that's awesome. So hopefully everybody will get there early enough to be in that 200 slot, and obviously a chance to
It's 200. Yeah, 200 if you purchase something. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and then the Lego Masters on top of it. So
Yeah, yeah, that'll be exciting. Yeah, Jacob from season 2 and his brother. It was so we'll have Jacob here, and he's got some. They're gonna bring some really cool things to show off. So
awesome.
Yep.
So yeah, that's I wanted to get you on before.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Yeah. It's I'm excited for you. I'm excited to come down for the grand opening, and
Sure.
I once again thank you for your time. I know you are like crazy busy. You're practically living at the store, so
No, that's good. Yeah, we don't have a place to sleep here, but yeah, it's we've spent a lot of time here, so it's good though. So
maybe soon enough you'll have a cot in the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Joe, I guess we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
Thanks again, and for everybody else, hopefully you enjoyed this. And if you are in Northeast Wisconsin in the area, make sure you stop at the Bricks and Minifig store, the Fox Valley in Neenah, Wisconsin. And hopefully you guys can make it out there for the grand opening on April 29th.
Super.
All right, awesome. Thank you.